Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Anytime you step between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, you know you are on hallowed ground in college football. This is one of the best places you'll ever watch a college football game. The red and the black, the dogs, even the Ugas are buried in the stadium. This is one of the most iconic spots in all of college football. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Fires to the wideout. Got a man, it's Cooper. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
The transfer has it his first carry. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. Guys, let's have a look at SMU. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Finds a man on the left. Oh, a lot of space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, SMU!
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive, and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Makes a pass to Marker. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. On first down, Nate Frazier. Could be an outing. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Well, it feels like each and every year when you talk Georgia and their ability running the football, they are about as deep at that position in running back as anybody in college football. You look to last year, David, it felt like every game there was 5 or 6 guys. It was Nate Frazier and 4 other dudes all getting it done. They recruit so well at that position. They bring in fresh bodies. They wear defenses down. We expect that to be the same thing this year.
They do, but I tell you what, man, the highlighter to me, the top guy is Nate Frazier. And them keeping him this offseason, there was a lot of people that were trying to make him a very rich man. And I'm not saying he's not a rich man in Georgia, but, like, he is the superstar. He's got great feet. You saw him take next steps after his freshman year. And this guy really has dynamic quickness. He explodes through the hole, home run speed, doesn't mess around, is really proven to be a great back.
Unloads quickly. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That is their sophomore starting wide receiver. Hope he's just shaken up momentarily. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on it. The Dogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. The run inside. It's Phillips. Maybe got some room, headed to the goal line. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Here's the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job. Man, you've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. So go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time. Getting hit as he's trying to throw the football, you've got to protect your quarterback.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. So as they take a look at the injured player, we will take a timeout. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Makes the catch at the 35. Wide open, and it's a foot race. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display, and that sweet return there. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body.
He'll take a shot. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Dogs! Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
To the air, it's Jennings. Picked off, what a play to set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. The RPO, it's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Working that left side now. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. It seems so inviting to try to get the ball outside, but this defense is so fast, you just end up running sideways.
And when you don't have any misdirection or something else to look at before you pitch that ball on the perimeter, A lot of times those guys can play even faster. They can see it right now. Those safeties fly up, those corners fly up, outside backers fly up, and get in the play immediately.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They want a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long as we've got a timeout. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Gashing the D on the right. Into the house. Touchdown, Mustangs. It's a much-needed line from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. As we take a look at the stats, both teams putting up numbers. And I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the 2nd. He'll bring it out. It's Phillips. Slips through the line. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Mustangs will use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they'll have to go the rest of the half with no timeouts remaining. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Gets the back moving. Here's how the career starts. His first carry. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. Unloads to the right. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And the Mustangs will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And there he goes. Touchdown Bulldogs. Special teams proving to be special.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes soof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll send the tight end in motion. Dropping back, it's Jennings. He unleashes a long one. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
The Mustangs line up to punt it away. A high kick trying to pin them deep. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate. And
he tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. To the ground to try to move the chains. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
That's caught. It's Humphries. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Short completion on 1st down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. A shot toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And this is the part of the field where you gotta love to have the big tight ends. These guys are used all over the field now. Find those mismatches. Palmer, nice throw, nice catch.
Man, I remember a time when tight ends were good for 5-yard out routes and blocking. How nice is it to have a guy with this guy's size and speed to stretch the field vertically, get into the end zone quickly, and be a great target for you? That's every quarterback's dream.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And finally, we see a little bit of that, which we talked about coming into this football game. Like, we highlighted him. He's a really good football player. They're going to feature him. He's going to make big plays. Today, the defense has absolutely shut him down. That was actually his longest carry of the day. They're going to need more of that from this offense.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. And the Mustangs decide to punt it away.
Number 43 on to kick it away.
Wants to bring it back. Makes a move. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Georgia going up tempo. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Starting to feel a little pressure. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield on first down. Rushes on him. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it's picked off at the goal line. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We begin with Texas Tech taking on the number 23 team, the Tennessee Volunteers. And it's the Red Raiders eyeing a second win after the opening week loss. They are on top here in the first half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the American Conference.
Here comes the Georgia offense ready to go on the attack. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Phillips. Picks up the first down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. And the Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. Finds the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Throws toward the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. They'll throw it from the red zone. Right on the money. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Gain of 31 on the play. First down for the offense.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. They'll run it from the gun. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Now, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing.
Maybe a crease. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And that's what this offense needs, man. They need to do this, but they need to put several together. Back-to-back punts on their last 2 possessions. A lot of times that can wear your defense out, right? Playing so many snaps. This offense just keep...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Finally brought down, but what a... Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Turning it on. Got enough for the first. At the 20. Touchdown, Georgia. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off-play action on first down. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. Snags it, and he's open. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And that's a first down for the offense.
The Mustangs, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. They'll move the wide receiver. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll run play action. Under fire. He wants to take the top off. Makes a grab. Touchdown, Mustangs. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game one. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
And the extra point is good. Fielded in the end zone, it's Phillips. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Under fire. Trying to make something happen. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
They're going to need more of that. They're down multiple possessions today. They need to create negative plays. They need to make plays behind the line of scrimmage, and finally they come away with their first sack.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
Great place to start for this offense. Out of the gun, the inside give. stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And I feel sorry for this defense. Like, they're having to defend the entire field. QB's already shown he can beat you with his arm. Now with his legs and his decision-making, getting the ball to the pitch man, he's shown a variety. In this defense, they're having to defend the whole entire field.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They think there's room to run to the right here.
On 2nd down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the 1st down on 2nd down. We don't need 3rd downs.
Black 14, black 14.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Motion from the wideout. Power ahead. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Try to have success on 3rd down.
They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. Splits the uprights. Good. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
And I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40.
Here we go. Go.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Here comes the option. Keeps it on the option. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've set the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that too. They tackle him and they get him on the ground.